So we got something a little different on deck today. We're gonna do my buddy Travis's late model Sportsman race car. We're gonna see if we can squeeze a little bit more power out of it. So let's get to it. We got Travis here. He's going to fill us in on the car, the chassis, maybe a little bit of the history of it, Travis, and what engine and stuff is in it. So, what is this thing?
It's based off of a, well, it's not based off of, it is a 78 to 88 G-body, geometric. And then it's just all caged from there. But the chassis itself, that's what it's based off of, and it's like all the pickup points and stuff. Like G-body A-arms and trailing arms are all bolt to it.
And the engine?
It's a 602 crate, so 350.
602 crate. And how did this car come about, Travis?
Well, the car's been around for a long time. Long story short, we just had some, not so great times in the family, and lost a. I run the car with my cousin Chris and a lot of her buddies, and we both lost their fathers who ran this car originally in the same year, and we just decided to take it over. Yeah. So we started by just doing a couple of races in 2012, just kind of like a tribute thing, kind of get our feet wet. We had raced a lot of years before that, when a four-cylinder division first entered Scotia Speed World, but that only lasted for a few weeks, and then that was basically the end of it. So it was a lot of years. We used to go to the racetrack once in a while, but definitely not, every week or anything like that. But then this kind of, we always had interest in it, but this kind of,
unfortunately happened, but it
got us out there, and it turned from a tribute thing into something that we really enjoy doing. So that year we raced a couple races, which was quite an experience. And then between the garage and the race car, us along with a lot of great people and buddies and family, rebuilt our garage that our fathers had, and also rebuilt the car basically from the ground up that year. It's gone through a lot of changes since then, but that was basically the start of it. So 2013 was our first full-time season. And now, actually, the last two seasons we're just running part-time and kind of picking and choosing what races we're going to. Mainly we like to do, there's a few 100-lappers and stuff like that. That's in New Brunswick, and we went down to Yarmouth this year to race, and just tracks we normally wouldn't get to if we ran every Friday night. So
cool. So our goal for today is just to kind of get a baseline of what it's going to make for power. We're going to play with timing a little bit and see if we can get any more out of it, and that's about it. So we're going to get to it. I think we'll get it. So we're going to take bets on what this tired old girl will do.
Yeah.
How much are we going to bet? $5. $5?
I'll bet
$5? $5? $5 bucks? $5?
Hey, remember, I'm unemployed.
We'll do. So hold on. We'll do over under, so it doesn't matter. It's closest to the number. Got it?
Yeah.
Closest to the number. So you can be over, you can be under. It's just closest.
Yeah. So keep in mind that it's just a 350 crate.
Yep.
Nothing done to it.
Yep.
Yeah. First?
Yeah.
264.
I'm going 268.
It's going to be a bunch of close.
I'm going 280.
He does.
Oh,
275.
He's dreaming. What'd you guess?
275.
253.
242.
Okay.
Lewis is what? 275. 275. Travis?
253.
253. Trev.
No.
Robbie? 242. Clayton? Clayton?
272.
Ooh. And I'm gonna go, the number that it's gonna happen is 251.
Pretty greasy. What been there?
I had it in my head since yesterday, so that's how we're running it. All right, so we'll get it fired back up, and we're gonna start doing some pulls on this. So this thing has open exhaust, obviously, so it's gonna be extremely loud. So our audio might be a little bit crappy while the car's running, but we're gonna do our best. So let's see what it can make. Both fans running. So we're on the screen. We're on the screen with the track right now, right? Yeah. Okay. And it says clear behind Dyno or something at the bottom. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we're rolling.
I'm gonna be breaking our legs. So, did you move it yet? Yeah. Did you? Well, the last mark is a good mark. It made good power consistently. So the first is worth probably leaving, depending on what happens here.
Is that back to 0?
No.
No, we moved the wrong way.
That's what all I'm turning. I'm not moving much.
No, you went the wrong way, didn't you?
I'm going back.
We're going back now. So, could you put the last run on, Robbie?
So where are you back to your original mark, like where you started?
We went back past it. Oh yeah,
So if we're
it
doing the
definitely,
first change 2 degrees.
it definitely
this
lost
one,
there.
4
Change it
degrees.
to
What
speed
you
at the
at
bottom.
now? Going back to 2.
So I'm trying to do now.
That's what Dave said to do. Go back to the first change.
No, I want to go back.
Second tick.
I want to go.
All the way back to where we started?
I want to go beyond back.
Oh, okay. I see.
What you did? Retarded the timing one.
That was almost 2.
And then we'll try without the filter,
Yeah.
and then we can do what you want.
Just to see, yeah.
Okay, so we're finished up with this hot rod. These guys are gonna start on strapping it. We did 15 runs in total. We played around with timing a little bit. We ended up basically with 280 wheel horsepower, 289 torque, and then we opted to try with the filter off, and we got 6 more horsepower out of it with the filter off. In short, the thing is basically at its peak power the way it is for the fuel that we're running. So that's what we got. With the filter off, 286 wheel horsepower, 286 wheel torque. So until next time, be sure to like and subscribe. If you have any questions, ask them below. Thanks.
Good fucking chev car to me. Got fiberglass.